Express your views by phoning Juniper 52385. Awaiting your call at this end of the line is Milton Metz.
Hello again. Metz here at Juniper 52385. Most youngsters at one time or another want to grow up to be a big league baseball star or a television cowboy or the world's heavyweight boxing champion. No one in the history of boxing has been more vocal in the pursuit of his goal, that of the last name, that's to be world heavyweight boxing champ, than the young man who sits beside me tonight. Although many people believe he will achieve his goal, no one believes it more deeply and sincerely than he himself. At 20, he is already acclaimed the fourth-ranked heavyweight in the world. More honor has come to him than most men twice his age. He is, among other things, a former National Golden Gloves champion, a former National AAU title holder, and champion in the Olympics. With all those amateur titles, every one of the top amateur spots, he then entered the professional boxing ranks and has yet to be defeated. He was just given the fourth ranking in the heavyweight ranks, was named Boxer of the Month. Those are a lot of honors for a young man of 20 years. Well, we have Cassius Marcellus Clay with us tonight, and for the next 90 minutes, he will be talking with you and with me about how it feels to be a world-famous boxer. Give us a call here at Juniper 52385 if there are any questions you would like to ask Cassius, or if there's anything you'd like to talk to him about. We'll be here until 10 tonight. Not only do we count on calls from our good friends here in Kentucky and Indiana, but of course anywhere in the United States within the sound of this program. Incidentally, for tonight, while we have a guest on, please give your name when you're connected with me. And one never knows what Cassius will say. He is the epitome of self-confidence and belief in his own destiny. He has been known to compose his own poetry, but I don't know whether he'll be doing that or not tonight. What's it like to be a world-famous boxer? Tonight, meet Cassius Clay at Juniper 52385. Hello, Metz here.
Hello, this is James King.
Yes, James.
I'd like to ask Cassius, what advantages does Sonny Liston have over him, and what advantage does he have over Sonny Liston?
Well, James, Sonny Liston has one advantage over me as far as I'm concerned, and that's age. Sonny Liston is about 29 or 30 years old. I'm 20 years old. With me, as you know, that makes no difference. The advantages I have over Sonny Liston, I have the reach, I have the speed, the footwork, the class, and brain power.
Okay. Thank you, young man.
All right.
Good night. Hello, Metz here.
I'd like to ask Mr. Clay if he ever fought a boy by the name of James Ellis here in Louisville as an amateur on the Golden Gloves, and if he won or lost.
I fought a fellow by the name of James Ellis here, and as a matter of fact, that was one of my toughest amateur fights. He's a upcoming professional from Louisville now. He's fighting here soon, and I think he's going to be the next middleweight champion in about 2 or 3 years. I fought James Ellis twice. He beat me the first time, and I beat him the second time, I think it was.
Or was it by a knockout in the second fight, or what?
Well, if it was a knockout, then you know that I didn't get knocked out, because I never I never get knocked out. And it was not a knockout. It was 2 decisions, but never connect me with any knockouts, because great fighters don't get knocked out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hello.
Hello, my name is Richard Lewis, and I want to ask Cassius, I saw in the paper tonight that the manager of Cleveland Williams, who was a 5th ranked fighter, if you, and he offered $100,000 or $10,000 for every round, Cassius could stay in, I guess. Are you seriously concerned fighting him?
Well, I'm not only seriously concerned, but I'm seriously surprised. A fellow like Cleveland Williams, my normal prediction, as you know, I'm the only fighter in the history of the fight game who predict a round. I predict that these fellows are real serious, and if he's going to offer me $10,000 a round for every round I go with this Mr. Cleveland Williams, well, I predict again that this will be the only fight that I will not predict the round in, because I want to go as many rounds as possible. But if so, if he permits me to still receive the full amount of money if I should knock him out, then the prediction is 3 rounds. Cleveland Williams must fall in 3.
Okay, and I want. He said that you would need medical bills stuff like that if you fought Cleveland Williams, that he would...
Well, that's just his talk. With just a mere 16 professional fights under my belt, and at the tender age of 20 years old, these fellows all over the world, the fight promoters, the managers, trainers, and fighters themselves, can't understand why I am ranked over their boys. It's because I have the most color, I'm the classiest, and I'm ticket box. I have ticket box appeal, and if any of these fellas think that they can beat me, I'm always willing to try. I'm the most outspoken fighter in the ring today, and also the most feared. I'll fight any one of these boys at any time given, and I will also call around if necessary. And if the round don't come the way I want it, then I'll leave the country.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Good night. Hello?
This is Bill Seidel, 1835 Farmsville Road.
Yes, sir, Mr. Seidel.
Cassius Clay said Archie Moore hit him the hardest of all fighters. What about the night Billy Daniels knocked him down? Was that a left tap?
No, that was not Billy Daniels, sir. A lot of people get him confused with Sonny Banks. That boy, his name was Sonny Banks. He did hit me with a left hook. I was not down long enough for the referee to count, but also that was a national televised fight. I predicted that Banks must fall in 4 rounds. I got off of the floor and stopped him in 4.
Who hit you the hardest, Cassius?
Well, Archie Moore, I would say, but I didn't show it. Great fighters don't show it when they get hit. Sugar Ray Robinson is one of the greatest of all times, I'd say, and also Joe Louis. And a lot of times these guys were shook, but you couldn't tell it. You never know when I'm stunned.
Thank you very much, sir. Hello?
Metz, Tom Cargill.
Hello there, Mr. Cargill.
Good evening, Mr. Clay. I'd like to say, first of all, when I saw him on What's Your Question, I didn't think much of him before. I thought he was a little bit too cocky for me, but I think he's a pretty nice fellow now. I can see what he's doing. I'd like to ask Mr. Clay this question. Have you ever considered in your I hate to call it a front because that I don't mean to think that maybe it is a front, but psychologically, do you think this is doing you a tremendous help by going up to somebody or saying, I'm going to get you in 3 rounds and that's the end of it?
Well, I understand what you mean. A lot of people have their own opinions. I noticed when you said you saw me on What's Your Question, you didn't like me until then, and then after you saw me, you realized what was going on. Well, a lot of people say they see what's going on. This is just a lot of talk to build up publicity. This is just a lot of talk to stir up the people. But people and boxing experts will tell you, I not only talk, I'm not only a talker. When I say the man's going to fall in 4 or 5 or 6 rounds, he do fall. So that way you can't call me a talker. I believe and I'm very serious in everything I say, because if I should lose, as a matter of fact, from being from a town like Louisville, Kentucky, I couldn't come back. So you can believe that I'm going to back up everything I say, or as I said before, leave the country.
Well, I was wondering whether it was a matter of...
This is not only a gimmick. I mean every word I say, and anybody who's at ringside to witness me will tell you that I'm awful swift, I hit awful hard, and I'm awful serious when the bell rings. This is not only talk.
Thank you, Mr.
I
Cargill.
think we're glad to have him from Louisville, Mr. Metz. Thank you very much.
Right out. We'll continue with more calls. Our subject tonight, what's it like to be a world-famous boxer? Tonight, meet Cassius Clay. The number is Juniper 52385. More calls in 1 minute.
During the holidays, you'll probably be doing some extra entertaining. Friends will be dropping in to share the fun of the holiday season. Extra entertaining calls for extra cartons of Fall City beer. So when you're planning your holiday shopping list, be sure to include plenty of taste-pleasing Fall City beer. You'll know you're giving and serving premium quality beer. Bitter-free Fall City beer is carefully brewed, and only the finest ingredients are used. Then, at the peak of perfection, Fall City beer is pasteurized to capture this quality and flavor. Although you might expect to pay more for this premium quality, Fall City beer is popularly priced. Stock up now for the holidays. Give and serve Fall City beer. It's the popular one. Look for the special holiday display of Fall City beer at your favorite store or tavern. Pick up an extra supply of these bright red and white 6 or 12 can cartons or a 24 bottle case. Fall City beer, the beer that gives you more of what beer's for, enjoyment.
Back again on Juniper 5, Milton Metz with Cassius Clay. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
This is James Caldwell,
Yes, Mr. Caldwell.
and I'd like to ask Cassius a question.
He's listening.
Cassius,
Yeah.
when will you promise me that you will come to Central when you win the championship?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was thinking about coming to Buy Central the other day, but I'm so tied up. I have fan mail coming from all parts of the world, any country you can name. I have a lot of appointments, and I really haven't had time to hardly eat my breakfast. But when I do get, well, as far as coming to Central High School, I'm not only going to Central High, but I'm going anywhere. Anywhere, not only Central High, but anywhere.
Will you promise me when you win the championship that you will come to Central?
Well, is Central in Louisville? Well, if it's in, that's nothing hard. What's hard about coming to Central? It's on 12th and Chestnut Street. I'll be glad to come by Central. As a matter of fact, that's the school I came through.
Well, I think you've got your promise.
Well, okay, thank you.
Righto. Thank you. Hello.
This is Martin Caston Jr.
Yes, Mark.
To ask Cassius, when is he going to retire, and what does he plan to do after he does retire?
Well, I had a write-up in Sport Illustrated this month. I plan to retire in about, I predicted I would hold a championship with the fighters that we have around now of that caliber. I predicted I'd hold a championship after I get it for 10 years at least. And then when I do retire, I want to sit down in my $175,000 home and collect rent from a $500,000 apartment house.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Good night. Hello, Metz here.
Do you think, this is Steve Driesbach, do you think Sonny Liston is as great as Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson?
No, he's not. Sonny Liston will not compare with Joe Louis. Sonny Liston will not compare with Sugar Ray Robinson. And Sonny Liston will not compare with Cassius Clay, and I will prove that when we meet. The fight is scheduled for 8 rounds. This will be an 8-round prediction, and he's popping off about, he said something about, I won't go 10 seconds with him, or 8 seconds. I told him if he keep popping off, I'm cutting it to 6 rounds. Your question was, is he as great as Joe Louis and Sugar Ray? He will not compare with Joe Louis and Sugar Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
This is Donnie Potter.
Yes, Don.
I'd like to ask Cassius a question.
All right. Go right ahead.
You just said that you would always say what round your opponent would fall in.
Right.
So I'd like to know if you fought Eddie Macon, what round you predict a knockout in?
Well, Eddie Macon will go about 7 rounds with me.
7 rounds?
Round 7. If I say 7, put your money on 7.
Okay, thank you.
Good night. This is Juniper 52385. Hello.
This is Kenneth Copple.
Yes. Go ahead.
I want to ask Cassius Clay a question.
Right here.
When will you fight in Louisville, and who will you fight?
Well, I would fight in Louisville tonight if I could. I have a lot of kin people here, a lot of my fans, and a lot of the people who made me who I am today wanting to see me. I would be glad to fight here in Louisville, but as you know, the promoters offer you so much money in other cities, and whoever offers the most money for the same opponent, well, then naturally we go there, because this is a business, and we go where the most money is, which is natural. But for Louisville, they're talking about this fella by the name of Billy Daniels. People think he can beat me, and they also think this Cleveland Williams fella can beat me. So I just told the promoter here, if he could get Billy Daniels and Cleveland Williams here, I'll whoop them both in the same night.
Thank you, young man.
Okay, thanks.
Good night. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Clay?
This is Champ speaking.
Yeah, I want to know if you've ever rigged a fight, or if you have ever had intended to rig a fight.
Oh, I'll get your question before you finish. In other words, you're saying that I'm a crook. You're saying that all the promoters are crooks and the boxing managers are crooks.
Right.
But I do not rig a fight. A lot of people, I can't blame you, but if I was a boxing fan and if I see a fellow in 15 or 16 professional fights, call 11 of them in the exact round in which he called, I would say that he was fixing them too. But you're awful wrong there. I've never thought about fixing a fight. I wouldn't jeopardize my reputation and my possibilities of being a future champion for something like that. But I can't.
Managers, how do you know they ain't already rigged?
Well, if it's rigged, I know nothing about it. And if it is rigged, why would the fella fall in the round that I say he's going to fall in? That makes it look too suspicious.
That's what makes it look rigged.
But it's not rigged. If it was rigged, if I said he would fall in 5, most likely he should fall in 6 or maybe 3. But it's not rigged. I'm just that great. I have the speed and ability to take him out in the round I want.
I've been a fighter for years, and I know when a guy can fall and when he can't fall.
Well, I'm fighting now, and what weight were you when you were fighting, sir?
Well, I knocked him out. I knocked one man out, weighed 270 pounds.
Well, how much did you weigh? I'm getting ready to tell you what round you would have fell in.
Oh.
How much did you weigh?
I'll give you $100 if I can knock you out in one round.
All right, sir. We're not having a contest between the listeners and Clay, and it was rather an unfair question. We don't have a guest here to have his honesty impugned. Juniper 52385. Hello.
Milt?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'd like to talk to you. I'm Joe Keck, 940 Elson Avenue.
Yes, sir, Mr. Keck.
I like to, Mr. Clay, one question. When you was enrolled in the Golden Blocks, Golden Glove Champion, all over there.
The Olympics, that was. In Rome.
Sir?
Yeah, in the Rome, that was the Olympics.
Rome, and won the gold, and that gold medal over there for, you brought it back to America. How did people treat you over there?
Well, they treated me real nice. As a matter of fact, we had a wonderful time in Rome, and all we had time to do in Rome, we didn't have enough time to go out to see the city. All we did in Rome was train and eat and sleep. And the next day after I won the gold medal, I had to leave. But as far as treatment and hospitality was concerned, you couldn't beat it.
Mr. Clay, I'll tell you, World War II was over there, see? And our glorious punked 100% behind you. And I hope you win the championship of the world.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear someone say something good about me.
My white boy, too. I'm right behind you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Hello, Metz here with Cassius Clay.
I'd like to ask him, does he plan to be the youngest fighter in the world? I've read where he plans to be.
You mean the youngest champion, ma'am?
Yes, the youngest champion.
Well, yes, I plan to be the youngest heavyweight champion in history, and everything is working right on schedule. My timetable is on schedule. I'm the world number 4th ranked heavyweight. I'm one fight from the crown. Listen, as a matter of fact, the heavyweight champion can't wait to get his hands on me, so it's only a matter of time. And then, as I say, the fight will go 8 rounds, and then my dream will be true. I would be the youngest heavyweight champion in history.
Well, won't you have to make that for you're 22?
Well, Floyd Patterson won the championship 2 months before he was 22. So I will have my 21st birthday January the 17th. So I have at least 3 months before I'm 22. So I really have I have about 14 months.
Well, good luck. I hope you make it.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
This is Ted Jackson, and I'd like to ask Cassius Clay when he's going to fight, does he think that he can whip Floyd Patterson?
Well, yes, I don't only think I can whip Floyd Patterson, but I know I can whip Floyd Patterson. A fight between me and Floyd Patterson, let me see, Sonny Liston knocked him out in 1 minute and 6 seconds of the first round. I'm better than Sonny Liston. I wouldn't want to, I want to give the people their money's worth. Floyd Patterson would fall in 2 rounds.
Thank you. Hello?
I'd like to talk with Mr. Clay.
This is he on the end.
Cassius, in connection with the recent investigations going on right now in New York, with Kid Perret's death and so forth, and their suggestions about changing some rules as far as boxing is concerned, the size of the gloves and one thing or another, having referees being professionals such as your baseball umpires and so. Do you see any changes in...
Well, I don't see no reason to make any changes in boxing as far as 1 or 2 deaths in the last 10 years are concerned. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the statistics when I was out in Los Angeles, my last fight. 5 times as many football players get killed as boxing. They haven't talked about making any new football helmets or things, and many other sports. Boxing has less deaths than any other sport. But a lot of people ask me, do boxing wear me? Boxing do not wear me. Airplanes wear me. As a matter of fact, 97 went down the other day, and they had a headline, and that was all.
Well, they must wear you because I was at the airport when you came in from Rome, and that was about an hour late, and you had a lot of people worried.
Yes.
Recall that time out at Stanford Field?
I remember, and I don't like airplanes.
Well, wish you a lot of luck, and you're doing a lot for the city of Louisville.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good night. Hello? Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Bill Powell.
Yes, Mr. Powell.
What do you think your chances would be if you were fighting the great Rocky Marciano in his prime?
Well, Rocky Marciano in his prime, I noticed you said the great Rocky Marciano.
Yes.
Well, Rocky Marciano was a good fighter, but to me, he was not a great fighter. Anybody that beats old man like Joe Louis, I do not brag or give myself credit or nothing for beating a man such as Archie Moore. No fighter can be called great by getting his reputation on old men. But I would say Rocky Marciano, with his height, his style with me would go about 5 rounds.
You mean you would last 5 rounds with Rocky Marciano?
No, he will last 5 with me. I do not get hit. I'm too classy. I'm too tall and too fast. Joe Louis went, I think, how many, 10 or 11 or 9 or something, that old man.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hello, Cassius?
Yes.
How do the foreign fighters compare with American fighters?
Well, the foreign fighters over there, they're not too many countries such as Russia and a lot of parts of Germany. Foreign fighters don't, they just stay in the Olympics. That's all they prepare for is amateur competition. They do not turn professional, and they are not too skillful. They're mostly, you might say, Rocky Marciano style fighters or Gene Foreman type fighters. Dick Tiger fighters such as they are bulls. They are not classy boxers. They're awful strong. I fought enough of them to know.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, my best wishes.
Thank you.
Hello?
This is Ronnie Potter.
Yes, sir.
And I'd like to know if Mr. Clay ever expects to become the fighter that Joe Louis was.
Well, I expect to come as well known as Joe Louis. As a matter of fact, I received a lot of publicity right now, more than he did at his at that stage. I'm not the type fighter Joe Louis. He was a flat-footed, strong fighter, but I am, you may say, a heavyweight Sugar Ray Robinson. A lot of people compare me, my footwork, my speed, and boxing ability, they compare me with Sugar Ray Robinson, and I'm also a predictor. When I go into the fight, I predict the round. I'm a lot different from Joe Louis, and I love to talk. Joe Louis didn't talk too much.
How would you like to fight him?
Well, right now wouldn't be no fight, but in Joe Louis's day, I saw him fight a fellow named Billy Conn, and Billy Conn almost beat him. Joe Louis, first place, he couldn't catch me. I'm just as tall. I predicted I would beat Joe Louis. I wouldn't call around on him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You're listening to Juniper 52385. My name is Milton Metz, and our guest tonight is Cassius Clay, the 4th-ranked world heavyweight. Our question, what's it like to be a world-famous boxer? Let's take a moment out here for a word from one of our sponsors, and then back to the conversations between Cassius Clay and the listeners. Your headquarters for floor covering. That's J. Raymond Rice & Son, 1711 West Market Street, where you can choose from over 200 different qualities of carpet, in addition to a full line of linoleum, floor, and wall tile. J. Raymond Rice & Son also make Venetian blinds and window shades to your specifications. Since 1938, J. Raymond Rice & Son has served the Louisville area with the finest in floor coverings and accessories, building a reputation of distinction. J. Raymond Rice & Son was awarded the job of installing carpeting at Trinity Towers. This was the largest single installation of carpeting awarded in this area in the past 40 years. They were chosen because they engineered a carpet for striking appearance, long wear, at a reasonable price. Manufactured especially for Trinity Towers, the colors were made to the decorator's specifications. J. Raymond Rice & Son is proud of the part they played in making Trinity Towers an important phase in the rebuilding of downtown Louisville. You're welcome anytime to visit J. Raymond Rice & Son, 1711 West Market Street. Now back to our calls. Hello.
My name is James Wright.
All right.
I live,
What would you like to ask, Mr. Clay?
if you ever lose your temper in the ring, like Emmett Griffin.
What was your question?
Like
Do I ever lose my temper?
if you
If I ever, what would happen?
if you ever lose your temper in the ring, like Emmett Griffin, what would you feel among yourselves?
Well, how can we say that Emmett Griffin lost his temper? Did you know what he was thinking? I mean, Emmett Griffin has always been an aggressive fighter, and that's his style. And he happened to tag Benny Kid Paret with a solid punch and shook him up. I don't know nothing about how angry was he, or I could have been angry in my last fight. You didn't know.
Okay, thank you, young man.
Okay.
Good night. Hello?
How long do you run there in the days, in the mornings?
Sometimes I run as much as 10 miles when I feel like it, but on average, training for fight, I run 3 miles every morning.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
This is Juniper 52385. What's it like to be a world-famous boxer? Tonight, meet Louisville's Cassius Clay, our guest here. We'll be here for more than an hour until 10 o'clock tonight. Every night we're on with a different question. Occasionally we have a guest, and in this case it, of course, is the 4th-ranked heavyweight boxer in the world, Louisville's own Cassius Clay, who has consented to come down here and talk to people from near and far who want to call us. Our number is Juniper 52385. Please give your name when you call in and turn your radio down. Hello?
Mr. Metz?
Yes?
My name is Larry King.
Yes, Larry.
I would like to ask Cassius a question.
All right, he's listening to you.
Do you think that you are as good a boxer as Joe Louis was at your age?
Well, I don't only think, but I know that I'm not as good, but better. I'm faster than Joe Louis. I'm taller and heavier than he was at my age. I'm more classier, I'm faster, and I'm more colorful, and I talk more.
Thank you. Anything else?
Do you think that you are as great now as Joe Louis was?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not as great as Joe Louis was at this stage in my career.
Thank you.
All right. Hello?
Hey, Cassius, my name is Danny Hutton. I'd like to know if you had very much trouble taking the Olympics.
Well, I had a lot of trouble taking the Olympics. Fighting is never easy. First, I had to win the National Golden Glove Championship. Then I had to beat the United States Army champion. I had to beat the United States National College champion. I had to beat the United States Air Force champion. That wasn't all. That made me the United States light heavyweight champion. Then I had to go to Rome, Italy, and I had to, I had 4 rough fights with a Belgian, Australian, a Polish boy, and a Russian, and there were 64 boys in my division, and we eliminated each other. So that made me the world's champion, and it was not an easy time.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Hello?
This is Jimmy Silk, and I like to ask Cassius Clay, how long do you think he'll go with Sonny Liston?
Well, I told you, Sonny Liston, if you've been reading the paper or if you've been listening to the program, I said Sonny Liston, that fight I predict would go 8 rounds with me standing over Sonny Liston. And if he keeps popping off like he's doing, I'm going to have to cut that prediction to 4. As you recall, when I fought Archie Moore, I said, Archie Moore, you must fall in 8. I was talking to him just like I'm talking to you. I said, Archie, you must fall in 8. He kept popping off about a punch called the lip buttoner, so I had to cut it from 8 to 4. So Sonny Liston will go 8 rounds with me.
That's all.
All right, thank you. This is WHAS in Louisville, Kentucky, 840 on your dial. Clear Channel Radio, 50,000 watts.